Hey everyone, welcome to Day Deal on Display, daydeal.com's own YouTube channel regarding product previews, reviews, and demonstrations. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Seidio Innocase Surface Combination Kit for the Motorola Droid Pro. You're more than welcome to check out this product at any time on its official website, and that's going to be located at www.seidioonline.com. Now, to avoid any potential confusion, we want to remind folks out there that we are talking about the Innocase Surface Combination Kit. There's also available the Innocase Active X Combination Kit, which is a different case and thus a different kit, as well as the Innocase Surface and the Innocase Active X can be bought individually along with their appropriate belt clip holster. So if this all sounds a little bit too confusing for you, don't worry about it. Head over to seidioonline.com. Click on the Motorola Droid Pro category and you will see all these items listed. Basically what Seidio is doing is they're allowing you to buy everything piecemeal, they're allowing you to buy everything separately, but you're more than welcome to buy things in a combination kit as well for your convenience. And of course they shave off a couple of bucks for you buying it at the same time. But if you don't want something, you're more than welcome to buy it separately. So that's just what we want to say, and we want to avoid any confusion about the Innocase Surface and Active X, which are two different cases, but they both are called Innocases. Now this combination kit comes in 4 colors total: black, sapphire blue, which we are looking at today, as well as burgundy and amethyst. Obviously burgundy and amethyst are nicknames for red and purple. And what you see is what you get on the bottom right hand side here with the Innocase Surface Combination Kit. You're actually getting the case itself, which comes in 2 pieces, and the holster that goes along with the case and specifically designed for the Surface to fit in there. And that's it. There are no other included accessories. So even though you actually have a nice large retail package on the left hand side right here with that guy smiling at you, that's pretty much it. It's all airspace. There's no other included accessories, no screen protector, no kickstand, no cleaning cloth or any of that stuff, not even an instruction manual. Just this little cutout right here that you see, and that is it. So we're going to go and move the retail packaging aside and go ahead and focus on the actual cover itself. Now we will be using this display version of the Motorola Droid Pro on the right hand side right here. Obviously it's not the live phone, folks, we know that, but it's the official display model. It's the same one you would see wherever the Droid Pro is available and sold. We can guarantee you that this case will look and fit exactly the same as it would be on the live unit. We just want to say that, say our piece, so there's no misunderstandings while we're doing the video. Now on the left hand side is the Innocase Surface itself. Nothing that fancy. It's just a 2-piece hard shell protective cover for your phone. And usually, to be straightforward with you, to be blunt, we're not that impressed with the Seidio Innocase Surface cases in general. We always think that the Active or the Active X available from Seidio is usually the case to go to. We think those are a little bit better, just a little bit better looking and a little bit better constructed. And overall, since they're worth the same price, the MSRP asking price is the same for the Surface case as well as the Active X from Seidio. We would try to encourage buyers to go to that. But we actually like this one for the Droid Pro. It's actually quite nice. It's thin, it's lightweight, it's very simple, and it has a shell-like design to it. As you can see right here, it holds its own form very well. It's actually not that thin at the same time. Now, we know that the Surface is supposed to be lightweight. That's the whole purpose of the Surface case, but we have to say that this one is made a little bit on the thick side. So once Incipio comes out with the feather case for the Droid Pro, if they decide to do so, I mean, that's going to win hands down, no contest. That's going to be a lot thinner. But this cover is actually a little bit on the sturdy side. It's actually made to be a little bit more robust. So we wouldn't necessarily consider it a light case, but it is a lot lighter than the Active X, which we'll get to later down the road. Now moving on to the belt clip holster itself, this is Seidio's standard design. They actually modified it a little bit to have 2 little prongs at the top instead of 1, which is kind of cool, but it doesn't really change things. They have a little cradle on the bottom here that will hold the case in place. And once again, that actually is on the phone, so everything is nice and secure. And obviously this is a face-in design, so the screen will be facing toward the actual belt clip. Now lined right here is a layer of microfiber or suede, and that's for obvious reasons. They don't want to get your screen scratched up, but we do want to remind folks that this material right here does actually act as a magnet to particles. So you want to keep it nice and clean whenever possible. You don't want to turn this into sandpaper, literally, if too much dust accumulates on it, because that's what will happen, and that's never a good thing for the screen of your Droid Pro. Moving on to the back, you have the actual belt clip itself. It rotates 90 degrees to the left and 90 degrees to the right with a grand total of 180 degrees of freedom of movement. And it's your pretty much standard belt clip. Seidio always goes with their two heavy-duty spring hinge design that you see right there, one on the left and one on the right. We're kind of neutral with this because we always prefer metal hinges whenever possible. Metal hinges are very strong, and you can go ahead and abuse the hinge day in and day out, and there's going to be no harm to it. With spring hinges, there is a possibility of the I made up a word there. A possibility of the spring itself dislodging from the hinge because it's a spring after all. So if you abuse it too much, maybe you snap it onto something and you yank it out like so, you tug on this inappropriately. Over time, that's bad for the spring. It warps, it contorts, and then you basically get it loose, and that's not good for the hinge's life. And it's just really bad news. It makes it not a good hinge over time. It just becomes too loose for you to actually use it properly. So we just want to go and remind folks, fully press and fully depress whenever possible. Don't slide in and slide out. That's a job for metal hinges, and unfortunately this is not a metal hinge. So with all that out of the way, let's actually go and put on the Innocase surface onto the display version of the Droid Pro. I'm going to go and take it apart right here. Like we said, very sturdy, which is very surprising for a surface case after all. We're just going to go and line this up, snap it into place, make sure everything lines up correctly. I don't want to mess up the cover here. Alright, there we go. Now it's installed on the Droid Pro and it looks very nice. We do say so ourselves. Now let's go and talk about the front screen area here. Now the lip that is created from the Innocase surface is not the thickest one we've seen, but it's not that thin either. The sides can be a little bit on the narrow, but they are deep, as you can see right there. So should you happen to rest your phone on its face like so, for whatever reason, you should be a-okay. The screen's going to be away from the surface. That shouldn't stop you from using a screen protector, of course your own one. Remember, Seidio does not include one. But if you go out there and buy your own self-adhesive screen protector to use with the Droid Pro, there's no reason it won't work with the Innocase surface. It's not going to go and pop up on you or get in the way. Moving on to the top, you have an opening for the audio jack as well as the power button right there. No surprises, nice and large. They should accommodate basically unusual sized 3.5mm male tips, even right angle ones, because it is tapered off to the side. Moving on to the other side, you have an opening for the USB port and an opening for the volume up and down buttons. There's also a little extra opening right there that's actually made specifically to help you pry off the cover. You have a web-shaped object like this, you can just go and put it in there and pop the cover off. That's just there to help you guys out. It has nothing to do with the phone itself. On the other side, you have a nice large opening for the programmable button, aka the camera button, which is what it defaults to. And moving on to the bottom, a very tiny but big enough opening for the microphone right there. Let the camera zoom in. There you go, right there, pinpoint opening. Actually, we would prefer this to be a little bit larger, but as long as it's open, people should be able to hear you while you're talking. Now moving on to the back, we're going to finish off with the opening for the built-in speaker as well as the camera right there, nice and large. And you can see the nice high quality finish on the Seidio Innocase surface. Is a nice metallic look to it. And like we said earlier, we were very surprised with this case in general because it just feels very sturdy and feels very nice in general. Something we just really don't expect from this level of case, considering the ActiveX is right above it. So now I'm going to go and put this into the belt clip holster itself. There you go, and this is how it really should look once everything is said and done. The combination kit from Seidio for the Motorola Droid Pro, the Innocase Surface Combination Kit, I should say. So if you like what you see, feel free to check this out on our own website, www.seidio.com, or head over to the official website, seidioonline.com. Check out all the color combinations the kit is available in. Our only real major criticism with this case is pretty standard stuff, the stuff that we always repeat when talking about the Innocase Surface. One, it does not come with a screen protector, which kind of devalues the kit in general, and two, the belt clip does use a spring hinge, which, like again, not that bad, but it would have been nice if it was a metal hinge. They really should need to check out OtterBox and see what their clips are all about. Nice and sturdy and very well made. So keep following us on our YouTube channel. We hope you found this review useful, and we will be bringing you the Innocase ActiveX combination kit when it becomes available, so stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching, folks, and have a nice day.